What up, boys? Another account review. Today we have anonymous number 2. So, this guy didn't want to put his name out, and that's fine. We'll be working with this guy here. So, he did say, hey, Kimo, I started playing in 2020, October 23rd. So, it's about 2-year anniversary for this guy here. And you were quite instrumental when I was starting out and was still confused by fleet compositions and mechanics. So we'll talk about those questions later on, but apparently this guy has been doing quite well thanks to my stuff, so I appreciate that very, very much. Hopefully I read that right. He could be bashing on me. I don't even know anymore, but I'm gonna assume he's saying some nice things. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Anyways, though, we have an account level 132. By no means is this guy a sloucher. Has been playing for quite some time now. We're looking good on the statistics as of right now. 60,000 ships owned, 83k attacks, roughly about average. We're looking solid there. Right, 88% collection. So I think you're missing as of right now, like probably like Peter Strasser stuff. I could be wrong. So I don't know exactly what you're missing. You're probably missing some ships that are from like other pools, but just never get around to it. I'm assuming you're doing a lot of PR ships, but we'll worry about that later. Anyways, though, we have another Iron Blood player, as you can tell from the greetings as of right now, but we have a lot of ring ships here that are from all kinds of factions. So we got New Jersey, Shimakaze, Udachi, Shinano, Hakuryu, Ulrich, E-Girl, Kronstadt, Aquila, Z23, Perseus, Anchorage, all ringed as of right here. We also have Vanguard, Azuma, and FDG as well too. Now I think that's funny that this guy didn't ring Azuma. That's kind of funny to me. It's okay though. If you started late, you didn't have to ring her. I ringed mine like way back when I first got her, which was like years ago. So yeah, pretty much that. Drake also no, Drake's in a weird spot right now. If you don't want to ring her, by all means, you don't have to. I'm trying to see if this guy has a ring shipped in here that he didn't ring or he didn't rename. I think every ship in here has got renamed after they got ringed, which is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. But we have a wide selection of pretty much all the meta ships that you need for end game as of right here. Looking solid, looking solid. All right, let's scroll down a bit. So I'm pretty sure this guy's done with like every content in the game as of right now. If I see New Orleans in here, he's pretty much done with everything. Probably somewhere down here though, but let me see. I don't see New Orleans. Maybe New Orleans is like somewhere there, probably. Or he has like probably haven't even gotten it done yet. I'm not sure. But if I see New Orleans though, this indicates that this guy pretty much has everything done in the game. Wow, that's actually very low on blue and purple ships right here. I don't know why. I feel like this is very low, but he probably just scraps it for more space. That's understandable, honestly. Anyways, in terms of gear, we have 1457, 3 Wyverns, 110 Rye. Looking solid. They're looking solid. I say probably get one more of these. Like I said before, get 2 457s and 110 Rye. And you should be okay. Otherwise, you're looking good. You don't need a Drake gun unless you're using like Anchorage. But Anchorage, as of right now, for the current meta fight, is really good. So it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to use her. Now, in terms of gearing, I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry guys, I need water right now. I'm pretty sure you have most of the things that you need at plus 10 already. Yeah, see, steam catapults are fine. Wyverns, or not Wyverns, the Helldivers are fine. A lot of Douglases are also fine. Corsairs are fine. Anti-air is fine. A lot of the fast guns right here are looking good. Seattle guns. We have a pretty good selection of everything as of right now, I'd say. We have a pretty good selection. Now, if you're getting into battleships, I highly recommend making more plus 13 black shells. Up to 3. You don't need more than that, but have at least 3. And as for the other stuff here, for some reason that's very low on sextuple anti-airs. I would definitely make more Dido AAs whenever I have the chance. Those are really good. You don't really need these nowadays, but it's just really weird to see like one of these. You should have like a couple more, but I guess you never made them, so there's that. Bitters, 2 more and you're good to go there. Are there junkers in here? Probably at the bottom. Ryuseis are looking okay. Azuma, you only need one of those. we're working on 3 white shells at plus 13. Nice. You didn't need the fourth one. 3 is more than enough. So that is okay. AP rockets definitely plus 13 more of these. These are very, very worth plus 13 because they're very, very powerful on medium armor and pretty good on light armor as well too. Junkers, these are really good torpedo bombers. I highly recommend making more of these instead of reusés because they're more accurate and it's a little bit faster. So it also gets into Helena airstrike or Helena timings much easier if you are using Helena. So it's a very, very good torpedo converging torpedo bomber if you can make more of them. Highly recommend. AP rockets to make plus 13 more of those. This is really good heavy cruiser gun. If you guys are already using like other heavy cruiser gun, I would definitely make this at plus 10. It's a very, very good one. I say it's like second best as of right now. Highly, highly recommendo. Alright, anything else here? You pretty much have everything good to go. Now, the plus 13 DD guns, I'm not a big fan of. I think as of right now, you're better off spending those gold plates on main guns for like other battleships or like heavy cruisers or large cruisers. The 3% damage in OS doesn't help New Jersey as much unless you're doing like probably arbiter fights, and even then, you don't want to run battleships most of the time because they get neglected at the 30% HP mark for most fights in arbiters. So this doesn't help you as much as giving another ship a plus 13 main gun weapon. So I'm not a fan of the DD guns at plus 13, but it's up to you since you already did it. It's already been done. So just telling you that as of right now, I would definitely recommend getting more plus 13 main guns. If you're done with battleships, work on heavy cruisers, large cruisers, maybe light cruisers. I haven't done mine yet, but I'll eventually get around to it. Stuff like that. It's going to add more damage than giving New Jersey a plus 3% damage to OS stuff, which is very, very niche content. Alright, purple gear we're going to skip. Now, World 14, we're all knocked out. I don't think you have New Orleans. Maybe you do. We'll work on that next. Hard mode is pretty much done. PR research, we're all done here. Just some face and fives they can work on slowly. PR2 done as of right now. A couple face in fives, but I won't worry about it too much. PR3 good work on as of right now. Drake is almost done. Cheshire is halfway done. Mines has ways to go. PR4 done, looking good. All right, I would get the rest to the especially August Von Parsival to face in 5. She's a really, really good ship. You're pretty much done there. And then PR5, we're in the works as of right now. We're getting there. We're about a couple months away, but we're definitely getting there. And here are the secretaries, the fleet comps for OS. Now, this fleet comp is perfectly fine. It's basically like my setup, but except using Vittorio and Duca, which is fine. I do say that this is a fine mob fleet, but if you want to do like one fleet strongholds, you're going to need more juice than this. But I think this fleet is alright though. Has a sizable amount of damage, a lot of torpedoes. It's actually not that bad. It's actually a fine fleet. I do say though, this fleet doesn't do as great long term because you're lacking a lot of damage. So you have to end the fight very, very fast. But that's the beauty of mob content in OS is that they're very, very fast sorties. So that's very good. Second boss fleet is looking good. We're fine there. Hopefully you got Musashi. This hasn't been updated in about a month now, but hopefully you got Musashi. Good luck to you there. As for the second fleet here, we have air raid, assistance, anchorage. I would definitely try to put Sirius in here if you have Sirius. I'm not sure if you have her or not, but that's something to consider. That's what I have in my carrier fleet in the OS. I have Sirius in there. So let me just take a look real quick. You may have her, but I'm not exactly sure. Do I see a Sirius in here? There she is. I would definitely put Sirius in here. You don't need 2 tanks. Now you have damage, that's good, but I don't think you need like 2 tanks in here. Like Anchorage and Ozma are both tanks. You don't need 2 of them in there. That's overkill. You want more damage, so add Sirius in there somewhere. Either drop Anchorage or drop Ozma. I say as of right now, probably dropping Ozma is probably better if you want to go full tank. Way better there. So I would definitely do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You could probably slap on a Drake gun if you get a Drake gun on Anchorage. It should do crazy damage. I'm not even kidding you. So try to go for that. And the last fleet is just the. I assume this one is like the cross fleet stuff. So you have like Independence and Marco Polo. You could definitely slap in more here. Like if you want a little bit extra, like Tosa, or if you have Musashi, kick out whoever and put her right here too for extra damage. There is Kronstadt, but I think she's on your main one as of right now, so that's okay. Shimikaze is also your mob fleet as well too, so you don't have much cross in the Vanguard, but it's okay though. I won't worry about it too much. Fleet tech, we're done. And as for the medals, you just need one more to go. Get that last one, my dude, and you're good. Right, so we have questions here. So I have 3 questions. What ships are good for investment in EX maps? So EX is primarily just dodging. If you can dodge, you can clear by all means. If you're trying to score higher points though, you're gonna have to use lower power stuff. So like level 1 ships, no equipment, stuff like that. If you're going for scores. So if you want to do like impressive kills or whatever, I would definitely recommend Kashino. Kashino is really, really good because she has basically all Kashino has to do is equip that one auxiliary like boost main fleet or carriers, and that's all the equipment that you need on her. And because she's an elite, she has lower stat values compared to SSR ships, so you get more points if you're aiming for points. So I'd definitely recommend Kashino. Otherwise, your typical battleships are more than enough nowadays. My last EX, I did Musashi, Vanguard, New Jersey, and blew it out of the waters. But if you want to go for a little bit more scores, I would kick out Vanguard, put in Duke of York. Musashi and New Jersey are really good, but they are UR ships, so they're worth more stats, which means you get less points. So I think what some people do is like they keep New Jersey and Musashi at like 120 just to lower their stat values a bit, but they're really good ships for bursting though. I'm not sure what the current EX meta is as of right now. I think some people have 120 ships and they go into EX fights with those. But you can do 125 Musashi, 125 New Jersey. It'll get the job done. Vanguards though, if you want to go for scores, at level 1 Helena is a must. Level 1 Kent maybe as well too. Otherwise, just bring your typical like Helena, Kashina with another juicer like Cleveland if you want to gamble some more with Salt Orders or Kent. There are some occasions where Kirov is really good, but nowadays EX fights, the bosses are much tankier compared to like a year ago. So you can't one burst anymore, which means Kirov falls off. But there are other buffers in the game that you can use. Plymouth is an okay choice. She buffs flagship though, but that's an okay choice. Stuff like that most of the time. You can do Helena meta as well too, or Rune Moose, but I think that's unnecessary though. But you can try it. The timing is gonna be a little off, but you should be okay with that kind of stuff. The second question is: after I finish PR5, which PR installment should I go back in order to improve my gears? So as of right now, I think you have a fine selection of gear, honestly, for PR stuff. Like you have a good amount of AP champagne. Well, no, you don't actually. You probably get more PR3 with these. If you aren't investing more into the 457s, you can definitely make more champagne guns. You have a fine amount of AP rockets. You definitely need more junkers though. But that's Gear Labs. That's not PR. I'd say as of right now, I would try to get one more 457 and then try to get more champagne guns probably, but otherwise, no. If you're playing carriers, if you're not playing KMS only, just get more 10 rise, bro. Having 10 rise on Shinano is very good, so just take the PR4 honestly. PR4 is like a really good season. You have AP rockets, you have 10 rise. It's a really good season overall. That's if you don't want to commit like 457 route. I assume this one is the unlocked ones by just researching, so you can just buy the second one from the shop and then just go for more 10 rise. 310 rise right now is pretty solid, especially once USS Midway comes out. She's gonna need it. You're just gonna do big damage. So I would definitely go on PR4 right now because more 10 rise means more damage, and that's gonna be very good. Having Haku and Shinano with both 10 rise eats up a lot of damage, or it does a lot of damage. So highly recommend PR4 next, just for the extra 10 rise damage. It's gonna be very helpful. For third question, what are your impressions on my offside fleet and any recommendations for improving them? I am a meta player, so I gave my takes on the Operation Siren fleets. I'll say as of right now, your fleets are looking fine. You have pretty much everything you need. The only weak side of it is the mob fleet. If it's just mob fleet solely, then it's fine. But if you're trying to do like one fleet autos for like OS Operation Siren, you're gonna miss out on like 20-30 second damage. What I mean by this is a lot of your damage is front loaded because you have Aquila, Perseus, and Venito, right? Venito herself doesn't do that much damage. She's not a heavy juicer. She's a preloaded early burster, but doesn't do that much damage. You need some kind of sustained DPS. That's why I put New Jersey in here, because New Jersey is pretty much a one girl army, right? So she covers for the late game damage in a fight if it goes too long. That's why I use like New Jersey here, and then I run a fleet like this. Maybe like replace Duco with another gunboat like a Drake or something, or Anchorage, to just have more sustained damage if I'm doing like a Siren Stronghold boss fight. Because since a lot of your damage is front loaded, once it's all gone and the fight is still going, you're gonna be lacking a lot of damage. So if it's just a pure mob setup and you swap to other fleets for doing that boss setup, that's fine. But if you're very, very lazy like I am, and I run one fleet for pretty much all my OS content aside from Arbiters, then you kind of want to swap this fleet out. I'd say once Musashi comes out, honestly, if you want to do this way, kick out Venito, put Musashi in, kick out Duca, and put like another like gun DPSer like a Drake or something when she's maxed out. Or even like just like another like really solid damage dealer for like sustained DPS. You know, even Plymouth works here. If you have Plymouth, you have Musashi, that can actually really that works really well actually. Yeah. Do that. Do Plymouth here and then do Musashi here, you're good to go. Plymouth is a really good gun light cruiser, very, very good. She can deal with light and medium armor because that's what kit is designed for. And Musashi, because her barrage is AP, will deal with AP. So you have light, medium coverage from Plymouth with her bonus, and you have a heavy armor and medium armor damage dealer because Musashi's barrage is really, really good for that case. So I like it. That setup is really, really good. Musashi, and then do Plymouth here. Looking very good. And then if you have more cross barrages, to stack them up here at the bottom for the fourth setup, and kick out Anchorage for like kick out Ozma for like Sirius, and everything else looks fine. Honestly, you're in a good spot. Nothing much has to be improved on. Just if you want to be ultimate lazy, Musashi, Plymouth, and you're pretty much good to go. So those are my recommendations for this player right here, anonymous player number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.